to QLab. In today's video, we're going to be peeling an egg without touching it. Though we won't be using a spoon. We're going to be using vinegar. So, if you want to follow along, everything will be in the description, as usual. Let's get started. So in these two beakers, I've got in A, over here, an uncooked egg. It's not been boiled or anything done to it. And in B, a boiled egg. So it should be hard inside. And I'm just going to add some 8% vinegar to both of these. You can see the bubbles coming off the surface of the eggs as the calcium carbonate is reacting with that acetic acid. So we're peeling the egg without touching it. Right, well, it's been 24 hours, so I think it's time that we rinse these eggs off under a bit of cold water and had a look at them. So, here we've got our 2 eggs peeled by the acid. We've got the boiled egg here, and we've got the uncooked egg here. Now, let's have a quick look at them and see. There was something that happened. I don't know if we can pick this up on camera, but there's still actually a very thin bit of shell on the top there, and that's because you can see there's an air bubble in there. So that was always being pulled up to the surface, and so it wasn't actually getting reacted away with that acid. And a similar thing happened with this one. I'm holding this one quite gently because it's not cooked inside. That there was an air bubble up there. So this top still has a very thin bit of shell. You can see the rest of it is all gone. And it creates this very strange looking shape. So, well, the trick is this guy rubbery? It is indeed rubbery. I'm not going to bounce this one because it is very thin. But you can see from me touching it that it's elastic. On the outside, you can squeeze it a bit, but it's not cooked at all on the inside. In fact, if you see, you can see the yolk moving around. Maybe if I put a light behind it, it'll be easier to see. Ooh. The yolk moving around. Ooh. Yes, you can just. There we go. You can see that bit of shell at the end. It's quite strange, isn't it? So, shall we have a cut through these and see what they look like on the inside? I've got a bowl here, and we'll start with the hard-boiled one because that should be less messy. If I just cut through it, oh, very hard boiled. I did leave it in for quite a while. But it just looks like an ordinary egg, doesn't it? That's because it really is. The only major difference is what we've done to this surface here. This was what was wrapped around it with a bit of the shell on. And the acid has just helped to cause that to effectively mesh together, to link together and form a rubbery surface. And it's exactly the same. There we go, there's the other half. That looks strange, doesn't it? Oh. So we got those 2 rubbery surfaces that were wrapped around these halves of the egg. Now let's have a look at the other one. And we'll keep one of the rubbery surfaces just to compare something. So, if we have a look at that egg, this rubbery surface here is the same as this. I wish the camera would stop going in and out of focus. It's very annoying, isn't it? And so that's all that's between the uncooked egg and the outside. So it's quite strong, but once I puncture it, the uncooked egg will probably spill out. So let's have a look at that. Oh, you can see it's a bit bouncy. Yeah, look at that. It does bounce a bit. Okie dokes, right. Let's make a little hole, because I doubt it. Actually, let's try and cut through. Oh, did you see? Soon as I broke that surface, and you can see it's almost identical to this here. That it's just that surface layer, and this is completely uncooked. This chap here. So in the raw egg, those proteins that are in that egg white, well, they formed that membrane, reacting with the acid, but the rest of the shell was dissolved away. But of course in the hard-boiled egg, we've already got quite a robust structure of the egg itself, and as we added the acid, well, it basically dissolved the shell away, and that was all that really occurred. Thank you so much for watching. That was a bit of a fun one, wasn't it? Well, if you want to see more of what we do, I've put some videos up at the side here, and thank you for watching. If you really liked it, oh yes, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.